Hello and welcome back to the Internal Library Breathwork series, a complement to the meditation series. If you'd like to skip this introduction, the breathwork will start at the 1-minute mark. Locate yourself somewhere where you're unlikely to be disturbed, and if you can, sit without leaning on anything. This is to ensure that your back, sides, and chest have their full range of motion. When you hear the bell, I'll offer today's instructions, and we'll lead the exercise with regular counting for several rounds, followed by a short period of silence where you can practice the breathwork on your own. When you hear the bell for the second time, the breathwork session has ended. As always, these breathwork sessions are free for everyone. I don't ever want a lack of money to stand in anyone's way of their cultivation of strength, vitality, and energy. But if you do feel called to make a contribution in some way, you can find my PayPal and VenMo links in the description of the video. All donations are greatly appreciated. And now, on with the breath. I hope you've been finding value in these exercises thus far. Remember, each of these exercises could be practiced on its own for weeks, even months on end, and give you increasing benefit. So feel encouraged to go back and redo the metronome breathing, or square breathing, or triangle breathing, whichever ones you want. In fact, I'd recommend going back periodically to do different types of exercises and building your breath regimen like an exercise program. The previous polygonal breathing exercises have been generally balanced and stabilizing. Today, we're going to move on to a different sort of breath work, what I call allocational breathing. These will be about sending the breath to certain parts of the body. And the first of these exercises is called belly breathing. Belly breathing is very simple and yet subtle. We won't be counting for this exercise. Instead, we'll be directing the breath to a specific part of our abdomen, namely our low belly, low back, and low sides. As we breathe in and out, the majority of the movement in our body will be low, and our shoulders, chest, and upper back will appear from the outside to be relatively minimally involved. Like 1-2 breathing, our second exercise, breathing deeply and slowly into the low belly, the low back, and the low sides will stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system, as it's called. This breath should be soothing, relaxing, relieving, and calming. A key component to this breath is your total allowance of the breath to be as long or as short as it needs to be. You may find that these deep belly breaths are long and deep. Or you may find that they are somewhat short, with gaps in between. Either way, so long as you direct your breath downward, leaving out, for the most part, the chest, upper back, and shoulders, you'll find the benefit. Throughout this practice, I'll guide you some, and then I'll leave some gaps in which you can breathe silently. With that, let's begin. Start breathing deep into the low belly, the low back, and the low sides. As you send your inhales downward, let your face, your neck, and your shoulders drop down and smooth out. This breath is meant to be soothing, so let yourself be soothed. Start to notice the changes that result from your calm, easy, low breath. And as you continue, be aware of how your mind and body line up. When your body relaxes, what does your mind do? And when your mind relaxes, what does your body do? Let them feed back upon one another. Even though we are focusing the breath down into the low belly here, notice the rest of the breath channel as well. It starts in your nose, travels back through the throat, into the chest, and into the lungs, and expands deep into the low abdomen. Sense this whole track from start to finish. Be open to changes. Maybe you'll occasionally feel drawn to take a deep breath in and out, and then resume more passive, shallow breath. This is just fine. For the most part, allow the breath to be. Just keep it low and relax. And now, let go of the breath allocation. Don't worry about where the breath goes. Just chill out and settle in for a moment. Come back to this moment. Open your eyes if they're closed. And feel into your body. How do you feel? What did you make of today's practice? Keep in mind that with regular breath work, you can generate some real change physically, mentally, and emotionally. I hope you keep it up. As for now, I'd like to thank you once again for taking the time to cultivate your strength, your vitality, and your energy, both for yourself and for the rest of us. Take care, and I'll see you next time.